Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. Here's my plan. We've had, I don't know, I'm frustrated. I've had several crashes here recently of streams. Several crashes of streams here recently. So what we're gonna do is, and this PC has had problems since I got it 2 years ago. Had to have it serviced twice. We had to have like a heat sink put onto one of the SD card onto the SD card. I had to have one of my RAM removed, one of my RAM cards removed. I think this thing's just a lemon. I think I got a bad motherboard. I think this thing's a piece of garbage. So what I'm gonna do after today, because like I said, we've had several crashes recently. There have been crashes before, but it's been going on a lot over the past few months. And as a result, a couple months ago, I had the PC service, and that's when he looked through and he figured the RAM was messed up. And yeah, we're vamping because there's only 2 people on the stream right now. We're giving people a chance to get back in. So what I'm planning to do off the top of my head, let's see if this is working on Twitch right now. Okay, we're on Twitch. What I think we're going to do, well, you don't care. You're not going to care about this, but I'm tired of this stream crash. I'm tired of dealing with this. If it happens once a week, that's just way too often. I'm going to disconnect this PC. And I got my old PC over there that I stopped using it because it was just slowing down, and like a lot of times the audio doesn't quite match up to the video on my old PC. So I will get that hooked back up, and we will test that for a couple of weeks, and we'll see if on the old PC I have no issues with crashing. Then that tells me it's a PC issue and not like an internet. I don't think it's ever an internet connection issue. Sometimes I mean, there are times when the internet, pops on and off, but it's just a lot lately, and every time I test it, the internet looks fine to me. And we've had no issues on any other devices in our house. We've had no issues on anything else that's going on in the house as far as internet connections. So I think it's probably the PC. Hey, I'm going to celebrate day 724, asking Coca-Cola to sponsor the channel. We're going to have less Cokes next year. Spy Math, 10 months, what's up? 9, Relic 9 Poncho Bros. By the way, the whole voice thing is set up on Streamlabs too, and it just never reads it. Wait a minute. That's why I don't have the alert box installed. It will be tough to get alerts if I don't have the alert box installed, wouldn't it? I don't know, man. The whole PC not working thing has really set me off here in the last month or so. So, yeah, we're gonna do some testing with my old PC, and if nothing crashes on the old PC, then that tells me that I've got a PC problem. So we'll have to figure stuff out. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm working through dailies on the accounts. Not dailies, I've already done the dailies, but actually I haven't done the dailies on the main account. Working through whatever is here to do this morning on the accounts. And then we are going to do I'm gonna do Mystic Max roster review in between. After I finish up stuff on this account, we'll do Mystic Max review. And we're gonna do roster reviews later once I get done. We're gonna do some Conquest. There it is, there's the alert. There's the alert. No, once again, we'll cover this again. It never gets old. The anniversary quest for you guys across the globe. For some of you, for some reason, it shows up like a full day early. You have it a full day early because you're in Singapore or Malaysia or wherever you are. I don't know why. It's something to do with the international time zones and everything, but you guys get it a full day early. So not like a couple hours early, not like a reset early. It's a full day early. So I will not have those quests until like midnight or 3 a.m. So well, it's 1 a.m. there. Well, there you go. Okay, well then that explains it. It's 1 a.m. where you are, so you got it. So I will be, I'll have a video out in the morning. I'm getting up early tomorrow. I'll publish a video about how to get the quest done, and I'll be on it. So, Pizza Extra Cheese, what's up? Lord Chakopik, thank you for subscribing over there on Twitch. Anyway, all right, so that's what we're going to do today. That's everything we're doing today. Just kind of hanging out, having fun, keeping it real, making it happen for the children, you know. People living in tomorrow. Yeah, that's all done. Okay. We got everything done, right? Yes. Not gonna get that on this account. I'm just waiting for one more there. Okay. Yes, the people living in tomorrow already have it. I got you, Dirkenda. I gotta do. By the way, Dirk Enda is here. That's the mod squad, baby. Oh. Might as well get myself some Omegas, right? Okay, sorry, gathering my senses here. What am I doing? What was I doing? I want to get some Night Sisters activated. Suppose we do this. Yeah, I'm getting ready for the Stranger on the main account. If you watched my video today, I talked about that for sure. Is Pooch too good here? I don't see it. Hey, Pooch. What? I don't see Pooch too good here. Am I missing it? Who are you talking to? You're biting into a sandwich and everything comes out the other side. Well, your sandwich is too full, or you need to move your hands down. Wow, that's all I can do here. That's crazy. None of this matters on this account because all my characters are going to be gear 12 with their tokens before anything happens with them. I want to get her some levels just so I don't have to, nope. What was I doing? I was doing, oh, did I join this? Yeah. I think I need to join that on the Nooch 2 Perfect account. Remind me to do that. Really? Will this go to 3 stars? That's a 3-star. Oh, that's 2 stars. I wasted all that on Great Mothers. All right. Now? Thank you. So it's 2 stars here. I could probably just upgrade Talia's gear to make sure she stays alive so that I win this whole thing. Hold on. This is taking too long. Need to revive, thank you. God, that's annoying. There we go. Now kill him. There we go. Once again, very simple solution for all you guys asking. Google SWGH Retribution. The first thing you will get is a link to Retribution characters. Google solves almost everything, you guys. I continue to give this advice on almost a daily basis, and no one seems... General Kenobi is the most clear one, who's an obvious... If he does his first special with nobody has any debuffs, they get Retribution. Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate that. Let's get some gear in her so she stays alive a little bit longer. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay. That didn't give her any extra stuff. Guess I gotta get her to gear 7 before it matters. This is gonna take a while. Oh, Daka did actually stun. I thought she wasn't stunning on that basic for the Omega. He's not talking about restarting your account because of quests for fleets. He's talking about restarting your account because if you have an old account that's been around for a long time and you haven't played it, then everybody in your fleet arena is going to have Leviathans or some big ship, and you're not going to be able to climb fleet arena, and you need to climb fleet arena every day for crystals. That's what he's talking about. It's nothing to do with quests. Nothing to do with quests. I'm gonna be crabby today, guys. There's nothing I can do about it, and I don't even feel like apologizing for it. This is the second stream. The first stream crashed. I deleted it, but I feel like this PC is just busted. And what I'm gonna be doing is later today I'll connect my old PC, reconnect it, And this PC I've had for 2 years has given me nothing but problems all, you know, ever since I had it. But I'm gonna connect my old PC today, and we will be streaming on that going forward and seeing how that works for us. And if I don't get stream crashes on the old PC, then I know it's this piece of garbage, this lemon that I got 2 years ago, that somehow has a piece of garbage motherboard in it. And I don't think there's a way to fix it, and I'll have to buy or build a new PC, and I really don't want to do that right now because all of the AI companies have made RAM ridiculously expensive at the moment. So, yeah. Thanks for nothing. Okay. Kind of getting close on old Captain Han here. I don't have this note open. Well, that's gonna be a wait. You have this note open. And I am going to go ahead and get Lando up to 7 stars. Everybody tells me I don't need to, and I don't care. I'm really in a bad mood at the thought of having to buy a new PC right now. I'm in a bad mood at the thought of giant data centers spewing out AI slop and me having to pay for it. That does not put me in a good place. All right. We could do some more Conquest on here. I mean, I'm not super dialed into Conquest on this account. And what do I have here? I'm bothered with this on this account here. Okay, we can run some Conquest here. The good thing about, the only thing that's good about Conquest here, I don't have time to be running this all the time. But the good thing here is that, that's a weird team. The good thing about Conquest on this account is it will feed buying some of those Gear 12 finishers and Relic Gear as well. Not Relic Gear, but Gear 12 finishers. Do I turn 8,000 bronziums? Maybe tonight I'll also get on here and get my auto clicker going. Why the Dark Trooper Lightspeed token? Because I got that, they gave me the droid Lightspeed token, and I'm gonna be getting Chupio down the road, so there didn't really seem to be much point to getting Chupio with it, who's the only droid that I really, I gotta get that, only droid I really need. So I just got the Dark Trooper. That's all. Right, for the Gear 12 finishers. So yeah, I think what I need to do is, with all of the different PC crash issues I've been having, or stream crash issues, I need to connect my old PC, which is not going to be as efficient as the new one, but it's fine. Or not as, I don't know. I've had issues with it. I need to connect the old PC and, I don't think I need this whole team here. Got him working on that other squad for whatever reason. And stream on that for like a week and then see if I still have issues. And if I still have issues, then, you know, then it's a function of the PC, or it's not a function of the PC. If I still have issues, it's something else going on, like my internet connection, but I don't think it's my internet connection. I think it's this piece of garbage PC. And they're stealing our water. Yeah, they'll tell us, oh no, we recycle all the water we use. Well, then why are communities running out of water, you jackasses? Go over here. There we go. I wonder if I do any retribution on this account. Let me go take a look here. Let's look at the roster. I don't have GK on this account. Yeah, retribution very well might be an issue for this early game account. Pull up that screen again. Well, Asajj will be getting it in Arena, or in Coliseum. Chief Chirpa? Does he give it to the whole team? Hold on. Ewoks gain retribution for 2 turns. See? You just gotta look here. You'll find it. Chief Chirpa can do it for me. Nisa gains retribution. But that might have been like a... Okay, so Nisa can get it for herself. Yeah, I'll be able to do it on this account. That cleanse from Chirpa can do a lot of retribution, so it'll take a little while, but I'll get it done. We'll be getting some from Yoda and Chewie, maybe? Where's, let's see here. No, not there. Probably not Asajj either. I'll bet it's at some, like, final boss level of her ability upgrades, and they weren't thinking about that. No, this one's tier 4. Well, that's actually, you're not going to get that right away. Well, level 36, you might be able to get Asajj to level 36 on day 1, or whatever level they need for that. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think I need this, but I can equip this now. There we go. Yeah, you can borrow allies that do it. You can borrow GK. You can borrow Grief Karga. Yep. There'll be a lot of ways to get that retribution. I'm not too worried about it. Boss Nass. Once again, we're back to Boss Nass. Or are we talking about? Are we talking about the? So once again, if you can borrow a Boss Nass, it's just in the basic thing here. If you can borrow a Boss Nass, that would be a great way to go. Once again, he is the guy. Boss Nass is the guy for these, for all these things, apparently. Because he was the guy for, what's it called? It's not, is it vulnerable? It's vulnerable, right? That wasn't his basic. No, that's not his basic. That's his, special. Not on his basic. It's there. And that's not... These guys are kind of empty. Just put Anakin, Ahsoka, whatever, you and you in there. Yeah, Boss Nass has a massive return on investment, guys. Although you could probably borrow him from somebody, I'm sure. In fact, I will demo for you how I can get Retribution on just a regular battle here momentarily, if you just hang with me. I'll demo it. Alright, so, and I'll be doing this tomorrow, obviously, when I make a video about it. But, let's go into, a light side battle. Let's go to the end. Where do we get the, oh, this stuff I all need. I need all this, right? Yeah, I'll need some of this. I'll also need, where is the, I'll need these. Okay, so let's go here. Let's borrow Boss Nass. Let's put in our Ewoks. These guys will kill him too quickly. I can gain control with her. Let's see if these other... Okay, just whatever. Okay, now. But these guys have to stay alive for me to get Retribution, too. But let's see here. Let's count them. Yeah, I'll have to add... Okay, so here... This is just for Gungan allies. So that's one. 2, 3. I have a little bit of a problem. In that, I'll need my Ewoks to stay alive for longer than that. And this is a bad node with B2 on it. So it is going to be a little problem. How many Retribution do you need to have? Is 100? C-3PO event? That's that's probably correct. Let's just go ahead and finish. You're right about that. Let's just go do that. Ooh, am I... Yeah, I'm able to do the early C-3PO event. Is it 100 retribution? 100, okay. So, we'll demo that in a second here. Okay. That was like 3, so that wasn't very impressive. So let's get over to... I wish I hadn't spent those those training droids on my stupid Night Sisters. Alright. So if we go in here, we battle. I'm gonna need Chirpa to go first.
Get over here at once. This is no time for your foolishness. I've a good mind to...
I need... Nah, they stunned Chirpa. Are you kidding me?
My poor surface.
For the love. Seriously. They stunned... Eat my poop. Eat it. Eat all of it. Eat all of it. Stupid game. Hold on. I'll demo this. Read that. That's annoying. You gotta be kidding me. So is that automatic? The odds appear to be 100% so far. Nope. I just hit a 20% or twice.
Poor surface.
He's not getting turns anyway. There's 4. What's the Night Sister one, Spy Math? So that's gonna take a little bit, but you can get it done. That's annoying. All right. The next Lightspeed tokens are right here. It's going to be Mace Windu, Shock T, and then you can get Keller and Beck, Grandmaster Yoda, and a Jedi token. That's the next ones that they're the 12-16 ones. Okay, we're going to switch accounts here. All this is done. Mr. Oyster is here. Our High Council is checking in. All right, let me, we're gonna switch accounts. I need to move here. Are we going choppy again? Internet is fine. Vader Slaps has made this. I don't know who's a Masters member. If I miss any Masters members here. So somebody told me that they had a 5.5 million account, and this just seems to show up randomly on every account. So I had made the assumption it was on 4 million accounts, but I guess that's not the case. And I might not have done my dailies here, did I? I guess I didn't, so we're doing dailies here. God bless it, guys. I am, yeah, try refreshing. But I don't know if it's my PC. I don't know what it is. We're fine on Twitch. right now, it looks like. Twitch streams seem to respond better to like quick little outages and just re-get it going again. Whereas YouTube, if you have a quick little outage, it can impact the entire rest of your stream, and that's frustrating. Is that the right? Yeah, there you go. I have so many of those. I don't know, I'm kind of in a mood just because the stream crashed earlier, and I'm just kind of waiting for things to go wrong at this point, unfortunately. All right. Yeah, I could buy thousands of those. Literally. We'll go show you. Let's see how many we could buy. I could buy 1,834 of these and still have some room to play with. I don't need that many, but I'll do it. Why not do that? There's no reason not to do this. Actually, I have a lot of transistors now. Okay. Did I do the web store on this? Hold on. I don't think I did. I guess I could just do the web store on screen. Let's just do it that way. Hold on. Once again, Google. I don't have this link saved. Web store. SWGOH web store. There we go. I visit often. Log in. And we are logged in on my main account. So let's go ahead and grab the stuff on my main account. That'll be next. Oh, there's a Conquest Energizer. If I needed that, I would get it, but I don't right now. Okay, that's the main account. All of that stuff never leaves the screen. Okay, now log out, log in, and enter my email. Enter the code. And we are in on Nooch 2 Perfect. Let's grab the stuff here. Looks familiar. Now there was something else there I didn't get. Thank you. All right. Done and done. Okay. So it's gonna refresh the account here in a second. Right now, refresh. Thank you. Is it confirmed we'll have triple drops in the first of next month? I hadn't heard that. We just had triple drops. I don't know why they would do it again. I would be shocked. Christmas calendar. No. I don't know who told you that. Triple drops 1/1/26. Oh, no, there it is. You're right. You're right. I missed it. So they had triple drops already on 12/27. They're going to do it again on January 1st. Huh. I missed that part. Kind of glossed over it. There you go. Correct. Yes, sir. You are correct, Kai Anadidu. Why'd I go to the forums there? Do you celebrate New Year? Not really. I mean, I will notice it, and I will give my wife a kiss, and I will move on with my life. But I don't really celebrate New Year. Yeah, that Uncle Tio, I just saw that. Sorry about that. I was neglecting Twitch, sorry. Uncle Tio, that's something I've actually thought about, is just doing a dual setup, you know, and doing the game on the old one with the new one. It's something maybe to do. But that just seems like a whole lot of work. I mean, honestly, it seems like a whole lot of work that I shouldn't and I have never needed to do before. So setting that up really kind of pisses me off, I'll be honest. If I'm going to set that up. Can you just kill the freaking B-Wing? I guess I forgot you need a Houndstooth online for this. You have to have Houndstooth to beat the home one. Crazy. Crazy. Like what happens is, so I've got right now my Switch is set up to stream on the PC. So if I'm going to have a second PC, I will have to, like, have that available to unplug the HDMI, plug it back in. It's just going to involve a lot of extra steps and work that I really don't want to do. I don't have any other good way to put it. I really don't want to do all that work. And then you have to test it, and it's probably not going to work the first time, and then it's going to, you know, you got to figure out. I should have put the Houndstooth in. That's fine. And I remember looking it up to try to do that one time. It was like more than just having the I don't know what you call that, the capture card. There was more to it than that. And I was like, I gotta do what and what?
Any chance you can send me a message when you are ready for the roster review? Gotta run some errands real quick. Embarrassed smiley face emoji.
I'm only doing that because you are a Mod Squad member. I do not want to make a habit of people being able to DM me when, or me having to DM somebody when I'm ready for their review. I will do it for you only. I'm making an exception for Dirk Enda. Nobody else gets to keep doing this, okay? He is a member at the highest level on the channel, and so he deserves a little bit of what's, I don't know, what's the right word? What do you, when you, accommodations for that. So, yes, Dirk Enda, I will accommodate you with that. I'm farming this on this account. Oh, crap. Why am I on the hundreds if I didn't do this account yesterday? What?
Love you.
Love you too, buddy. Accommodation is what I was looking for. Leeway would be something else too. Hey, if you're out there lurking, drop an L in chat. It's time to call out our lurkers for lurking. Thank you for everything you give the channel on a daily. Man, I must have done the ship energy and then forgot to do the rest of it. Let me know that you're lurking so I can give you a shout out in chat today, boys and girls. Lurking on a happy Monday morning. People getting back to work, get ready for the new year. One more week of holidays. All right. That, where am I here? What am I doing with that? I'm trying to get IG90 to 35 before I move on these guys. I must have done something on this account yesterday. I guess I didn't finish all the dailies, though. Can I do this here? No. Surely not. I don't think this works. I think we tried it before. Alright, lurking on Twitch, we got Wilson and C. Rogers, and on there on YouTube, we have, where are we? Nidix Bro 80, Testis Kilgore, Snoover, Sphered Rhyme, Dung Beetle, Darth John, Jest, and Grud, Gooseabold, Jacob Garcia, Din Jarin, Track Media Only, Park Kane, Mr. Oyster, Harry, Bomb 876, Bendus Magnus, Deep Mist 002, AJYT, Caladan Alba, Mystic Mac, Harry Otter, Vader Slaps, again, let's see, Relic Delta Entertainment, Reapers Alexander Morta, Robert Rich is out there, and Henlo. How many crystals for a 7-star executor? I had... How many crystals did I have? I think you need like... I think 25,000, maybe like 20... Somewhere between 25 to 27,000 crystals would get you the 7-star executor on day 1. If Hauser... Jigglypuff... No, I'm not... I shouldn't have read that one. I don't like that. Mr. Popo. I pronounced it wrong, which I'm happy about. So, did I farm all these guys? No, not him. It's more than 21,000. I had 20,000 saved, and I got it to 6.5 stars, something like that. You can only refresh it 15 times on the 1,000. You'd have to buy the other ones for 1,300. Is it over 9,000? Wait till I do a token on him. I already farmed him. And I'll be a token on that too. Okay. So the rest is here, just for... Got a lot of those. I need this energy left? I have some. All right. We'll do, what I gotta do here still? Coliseum probably, yep. No, I don't think anybody should spend episode currency on mods, and I don't think like even end gamers should be spending episode currency on mods. I don't envision a situation where anybody should drop episode currency on mods. Maybe once you get your entire roster filled out, but even then you gotta want to spend that currency on Relic 10. So no, do not spend your episode currency on mods. We get through this? And Luke, if Luke gets another mass assist here, and there's still people alive... Okay, come on. Give me that Luke turn. Do it. 95, 97. Ah, we're so close, man. We're really close. Hold on, can I get IG up now? Am I thinking of the wrong episode currency? I might be. I still, if you're early game, if you're asking that question, I think the answer is no. I guess I could see a scenario, but there's so much to buy now. I mean, you would probably want to be buying the signal data before you buy mods. Let's try it now with these upgrades. That was a better start. Yep, we're gonna get this done this time. I was thinking, my brain wasn't functioning properly there, but I still think the answer is no. For anybody that has to ask that question, yeah, there's too much stuff mixing up in my brain. I still think that the vast majority of players, like 98% of players, should be saving the episode currency for things like signal data and Omicrons and I don't know if you should use Gear 12 finishers as much anymore. Yeah, I think there's just too much to spend that on to be dropping it on mods. Come on, we gotta get there. One more, get it. All right, there we go. That's how you do that. Harry, how do you have so much energy? What do you mean? What do you mean? Can you give... I need a little more color around that question. You should be spending crystals on your energy refreshes every day. And I've got I've got lots of beginner's guides out there. 50 tips for beginners. You know, go check it out. But you should always do your 100 energy refresh. Excuse me, your 50 energy refreshes every day. Your 50 fleet energy refreshes should be most days or every day. Come on, come on. Give me one more turn. 20%. There we go. Might even get some more upgrades. Cantina battles are kind of iffy at the beginning. Nope, okay. I don't think I have a raid open right now. Nope, okay. I am not the expert on when to start saving energy for triple drops, but I generally do it the day before. Maybe 2 days before. Okay, now we can do some upgrades. Let's just keep maxing out Luke here. Alright. You could start saving today. Yeah, 2 days before is usually the window, which would be tomorrow. The thing is that the more you save your energy, the more the longer you save your energy for, the more or the less returns you're gonna get for it. Meaning that, like, because you get energy all day long, and I'm not the mathematician. Calvin was a mathematician, but he's kind of, I think he's got stuff going on in his life. He hasn't been around for a little while here. But 2 days before, yeah. Yeah, and you can't go over 1,000 on these three. I think you can go over 1,000 on the regular energy, but these you can't go over 1,000, so... Yeah, well, it's triple drops, Rain, so it's a little bit different. But 2 days is a pretty good measuring tool. Let's go into Conquest. Then we're gonna do a Mystic Mac and Mystic Mac and Dirk Enda's review for him. The Lost Energy Opportunity Cost. There you go. Pretty much here, it's Phoenix and, I just use my Phoenix and my Padawan Obi-Wan. You sometimes buy gold mods with 5 speed. Yeah, if you're gonna use era currency to buy mods, be really selective. I wouldn't just go and buy any mods with that stuff. Be really selective about the mods you buy if you're gonna do that. Now, I will go also when I do buy mods with my credits on my main account because I've got generally over 100 generally over 100 million credits, and but you still want to be selective. Like, you've got to have speed for sure, and I never buy anything under, I never buy a 3 speed or I never buy a 0 speed. 4 speed if it really fits what I'm looking for, or I've just got a bunch of extra, like if I'm at 150 million. But just be selective with the mods you buy if you do use that currency for the mods. That's a pretty good rule of thumb. You do have to complete your dailies at 600, absolutely. And, you know, it was good that they made that a thing, that you have to do it for that. I don't know why they didn't do that earlier. Get her out of here. You're not really very close. Okay, now we gotta get him out of here. Yeah. Now let's get her out of here. Looks like easy peasy. There we go. GC Devil has a graphic. 2 days. Just 2 days. I wouldn't say for more than 2 days. And I've seen all the graphics, and I've seen all the math. I'm just making it simple for you. 2 days. This gives you Little Mermaid vibes. It's a waltz. Well, yeah, if you don't finish your energy quest, you won't finish your dailies, and you might get kicked out of your guild because they need the 600 energy spent to get raid tickets, so you should definitely still finish your dailies, absolutely. Not even should. Finish your dailies. Period. Okay, don't kill Yoda. You piece of garbage. You guys are garbage humans. I hate ya. Get him out of here. No, I gotta kill Chopper first. Get Kanan out of here, please. Well, Chopper's almost dead, isn't he? So is Kanan now. Well, you can shoot Qui-Gon all day and ain't nothing gonna happen. Except I'm gonna be recovering health and all. Look at that. Look at all my. Every time she hits me, I recover a bunch of health. Now there's no counters. Okay. Alright, there we go. Well, there's no lag. Not on my end. I have to IT everybody, though. GL Sabine, indeed. Ah, I hate these guys. I gotta use this team here. I was kind of wanting to change teams, but the Ewoks drive me bonkers. That's kind of a cool little pause spot right there for Qui-Gon. Alright, there we go. Whenever you see you watch, he's throwing SLK out of it. They are really frustrating. Hey, look at me. Let me, I need to get that, that one in there. Booming voice. Alright, we will remove this. And... guess I'll remove this one. I'm really working hard to stick on my previously announced New Year's resolution, you guys. So, I don't have a Jedi regular... No, she's low. See, I'm gonna get the crap. I'm gonna have to use these guys again. I hate the Ewoks. Hate them. No, you should not be refreshing character nodes with crystals, except in very rare situations. That's killing you, Harry. You're wasting crystals on that. You should not be... Guys, do not refresh character nodes unless you're in a very special, specific, important situation where you got to get something done in a certain time frame. You should not... That's a waste of crystals, unless you're just really want to throw your crystals out the door for no good reason. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't really play Conquest on multiple accounts, Rain. I'm just doing it on stream. When I'm not on stream, I'm the most interesting man in the world. No, when I'm not on stream, I am really not pushing Conquest on these other two accounts. You can see that I'm in Sector 2. I mean, I'm pushing Conquest on my main account to make sure I get the Stranger, and that's really it. I'm not pushing Conquest at all on the Leia account. On this account, when I get close to 4 million, I do need to come in and, like, complete normal Conquest at some point. Why aren't they doing any damage? Why is there no damage? Is it... I'm not at a Relic Delta deficit here. Why is there no damage being done? Now there's damage being done. I guess I need to have offense up to do damage? Yeah, if there's a very specific reason to refresh a node, then okay, but as a general practice, you should not be doing it. It'll just kill your crystal income. I agree with that. Yeah, Uncle Tio, during triple drops, that refresh, that 25 crystal refresh button, that can work really nicely for you during triple drops. What order do you apply at Terran Malicos Omicrons? I have a video about that. I don't know off the top of my head. And I'm not going to spend 5 minutes researching it. What video is that? I have a literal video about Omicrons for Proving Grounds characters. There you go. Here's the video. That's not it. Not the... Every Zeta and Omicron needed or not for Proving Grounds and Conquest characters in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Turdur! There you go. Try that video, Fred. Come off to him. Just hit somebody else. No, you don't want to stagger freaking Destroyer Droid. Let him get a turn. Okay, I gotta run this on basic here. Basic. Until he gets a turn. Chopper, you're killing me, dude. They really need to fix this bonus attack animation on Chopper. It takes like 3 seconds every time, and that can really... That was like 4 or 5 seconds. You gotta do this till he gets that damage meter, because I don't think I have a buff cleanse in here anywhere, do I? I don't. Oh no, Chopper has one. But he's not near his turn, is he? When we get near a Chopper turn... Like now. Dear God, dude. Okay, there we go. Now we can put it on... Oh, there we go. Alright. What am I at? I'm on the second crate. I mean, you should realistically be working on your account to get to the third crate every time. I just don't have a lot of extra, you know, I'm just pressed for time, so. The anti-revive Omi would be a very good one to do for Terran Malicos, because that's kind of the key for that Ufu counter to Rey. I'm not buying that. Okay. All right, let's switch accounts again. Well, let's do a review here. Let's go take a look at Mystic Mac's account. I still got a whole nother account to go through here, and more Conquest on that account than this one. All right, there's the front page for Mystic Mac. We got Leia at Relic 10. We got Executor at 6 stars. We're in Chromium 4. And our mod score is 3.47, 4.42, squad GP 3.33. Guess the galactic power. All right, the time is up and the guesses are in. Let's take a look. We are at 5.676 million. Kriggles is over. North Mountain said 5.328. Over on the YouTubes, let's see, 5.676, 5.676. Everybody's over. Vader Slaps is okay. So yeah, Kriggles, or excuse me, North Mountain 5.328. You're the winner. One of the first guesses. You got it. Toyota. Let's get this mod score registered here. Here we go. All right, looks like we did this back on October 25th. We did this review for Mystic Mac. 3.47, 4.42. Very moderate, very moderate. Mod improvements. Very, very moderate. 5676096. All right. So at 5 million, 4.42, or 5.5 million, 4.42, we are above average. Not a lot above average, but above average nonetheless. So you are doing a good job with your mods, Mystic Mac. You're out there? Hopefully you still, there he is. Working to Balin. About to use Oro, a Rhodium token on Talon, free token on Dash, and Empire on Mara. For Star Killer, need advice on second, third, and fourth fleet to hone in for GAC and future journeys after the two mentioned. All right. Well, you got Executor. Your secondary fleet for GAC, your two of them are going to be either your home one or your Negotiator right now. Your Endurance is not really ready to go, but your Negotiator mostly is. I mean, the fleets you're looking at here are going to be Executor, Home 1, Negotiator / Endurance, with the Chimera maybe on deck or the Malevolence maybe on deck. You do not have TIE Interceptor yet. Your Malevolence is your fourth best fleet. Your Malevolence is your fourth best fleet. Yeah. So, you can run this fleet right now. Honestly, you know, that, what I would look at, where are you? You're in Bronzium, so you got two fleets. I would be, if it was me, as you get the Marauder farmed up, and if you can get your Endurance built up as well, you can and look up like Sanjit. I don't have good guides on this, and this is my fault. I need to work on it. But Sanjita's got good guides on Endurance beating Executor with the Marauder. I would be throwing the Executor on defense. You can even beat the Executor with Home 1 in the right situation, but I would probably put Executor and Malevolence back on defense and take Negotiator / Endurance and Home 1 onto offense with Chimera as a backup. That's what I'd be doing. And if you want to work on those fleets, you could work on... I would be farming Bistan anyway. I tell everybody all the time, in the fleet arena shop, you should be grabbing 4 ships every time you see them from the moment you start the game. Biston's Ewing, Razor Crest, Grievous, not ships, 2 ships and 2 characters. Biston's Ewing and the Razor Crest, that's where you're gonna find them the most often. Geonosian Spy and General Grievous. That's the 4 things you should be farming in the fleet shop until they're all 7 stars. So I would work on Biston's Ewing. He's the best in that starting lineup, although you have to get some gear levels and relic levels or whatever on those guys. And the B-Wing will be farmable very soon. So I would work on that. That's probably your second best fleet right now with the way things are. Negotiator and Endurance are good, but your Marauder's not quite up to stuff. When you get that Marauder farmed up, that'll be good for you there. And as you farm up all the Rebel stuff, you can work on your Profundity as well. One thing you should be doing is maxing out all of these Datacrons, right? Or is it just the reroll materials that you don't have enough to get these maxed out? So it looks like you did reroll these to the best of your ability. You know, I didn't think about it. I guess those rerolls would work up here too. Although these weren't as good. Maybe I should go re-roll those. Interesting. Interesting. Over here we got Leia at Relic 10. That's a solid choice on this roster especially. You've got Poncho Bros at 7. You've got Peridia Pals at 7. Nice. I like it. I like that. You said you mentioned you have Balin. What is Buzz Jones? Don't have Balin yet? Where is he? You have the stuff for Balin, right? Thrawn's not done. Okay, you gotta get Thrawn done. I would be laser dialed in on Grand Admiral Thrawn right now on your roster to get Balin done. Laser dialed. That's what I would be right now. And then you said you're working on Star Killers, so it's gonna be Thrawn or Balin and Star Killer. That's gonna give you 3 teams you can use. It's pretty simple. You should get Scion up. I saw that you had that Treya team working. You really need... Scion is not like the most important member of that team, but in 5v5, you know, he serves an important function for clearing buffs and tanking if he gets deep enough. So I would get Scion up. You can throw Vader on that team. He's really good on that Treya team. Really good on that Treya team. I can't do it, Spy Math. If I do it for you, I do it for everybody, and I can't. No, I can't do it. It's almost January though. Well, you'll put Darth Talon on there when you get her too. When you get done with that, you need to start farming for Jabba. I would start. You've got Leia done. I'd be working my way to Jedi Knight Luke right now and sharding for Jabba in the background. You got the Poncho Bros done. You got the Peridia Pals done. You've got your Executor. you need to get Jabba on this roster to keep working those mods. So that's my suggestion. The number one top thing you should be doing is working on Jabba in the background. Shard Kersantin, grab Bouchelet with that Bounty Hunter Cron, the Bounty Hunter Lightspeed token. Shard, everybody else, Lando, Skiffguard Lando, etc., that goes along for it. And work on Jabba in the background. Get yourself to a Jedi Knight Luke. That's what you should be doing. Just got those Sith up from last advice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would be working on Jabba. Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba. You could do Jedi Master Luke, although we know our holdbacks there. You really are going to need to add some relic levels to some of these characters too, you know, to deal with relic delta as you go forward. Well, Spy Math, I'll be honest, it does hurt a little bit to ask. I'm just being straightforward here. You know, oh, there's Jedi Knight Luke already. He's already Relic 5. Nice. I mean, you know the rules. You've been around for a long time. And to ask me to do something that's outside of the rules, and we all know that I don't do that. And the reason is because if you do that for one person, it's on for everybody. And I've raised 4 kids, and they all seem to be doing pretty well in life, from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but you've got to be able to set a standard and then stick to it. And the more you modify, or if you do ABC, then I'm going to punish you with XYZ, and then they do ABC, and you don't punish with XYZ, you know, then you're raising reprobates, right? Now there are situations that call for grace and everything, right? But so, no, we're not going outside the rules, man. And I am surprised you asked. To be honest, because if we just allow everybody, if everybody starts deciding just to ask, well, then we start loading up chat with garbage, you know. And then so just yeah, it's a little surprised. I'm a little surprised. Not super upset, just a little surprised. I'm a little disappointed. All right. Anyway, that's my advice, man. Yeah, I think Jabba should be your the next thing you work on here. And after Jabba, see, this is where I need to find that mid-game. Since you're already gonna have Balin, and you'll need to get Bo-Katan Mandalore, because you get some Lightspeed token action on Bo-Katan Mandalore as well. So in like 4 months, you're gonna have your Traya team will be done. You'll have Balin's Skull. You'll have your Great Mother's team. You will have your Star Killer done. You'll be on your way to Jabba, you'll have Jabba done. You'll have Bo-Katan Mandalore done. Then what's the next step for a mid-game roster? Is it to take a break and go get Kylo? Now you've already got some First Order in here. So you bought the Finalizer bundle. I think on an account like this with the Finalizer bundle, a side journey to get Kylo would be a great side quest for you. A great one. So there's a thought there. But then the thought is, do you go work on Gas and the 501st? Because Gas opens you up for Ahsoka, whose event is here today, and we'll do it in a moment. The rewards are tremendous. It also opens you up to Hondo Onaka, who is Smuggler's Run 3. So a lot of stuff opens up to you with Gas as well, you know? I'm here to remind you of your dad. That's what I'm here for. That's my function. Anyway, so there you go, Mystic Mac. Who should you target for Delta? Well, for Relic Delta, if you're going to build up like this Night Sister team, yeah, I knew it. So, like, you got to have Night Sister Spirit at minimum Relic 7, or this isn't going to work. So you'll have a 7 Great Mothers, a 7 Morgan Elsbeth. You got your Peridia Pals at 7. You're going to throw Night Sister Spirit in there as the 5th or as the 3rd on a 3B. You got to get her up. She's got to be Relic 7 minimum. Other Relic Deltas to focus on. Anybody that you're using. Anybody like this Traya team. I got Relic Delta on my Traya team last Grand Arena. Now I'm in Kyber 1, so it's a little different situation. But I got Relic Delta on that, and that team didn't do things that it should. I don't remember what the battle was, but it was a battle that I always win and I lost. If you're gonna put that AdRad team together, that would be a focus. You're not. Okay, this is weird. You're gonna get Han Solo for Jabba anyway, but that CLS team, your relics on there are too low. Anything that's below 7 is really a target. And what my advice is, if you're gonna be putting teams together and using them, you need to have them at Relic 7. That's what we do. That's what we do. There's the answer. Okay, so that's my advice, Mystic Mac. Do a little more Datacron farming, too. Okay, we're going to hold off on Durkin. I'm going to jump to the main account. I'll show you that Ahsoka event here, because I've got it on the main account. Oh, did I do the, hang on. Really? I think I was waiting for some tokens here. Well, I should probably get back to farming this to make sure that I get it to 7 stars. I need to get Young Lando to 7 stars. I haven't really put much thought into it. Because even at this next to last tier, you're getting pretty good rewards. It's better at the top tier, but it's not, like, substantially better. Let's... Oh, hey, how we doing? We're looking... Okay. Okay, we're good. Looking good, everybody. We're not closed, Mr. Oyster. If you don't see a message that says we're closed, then we're not closed. We're not gonna hit that planet. No, I've got it all mapped in. We're not gonna hit the planet. We're good. I must have logged into this at some point. I guess I did my dailies here. I didn't think I did. See, I got 19,000 of this, and I don't need Kyratek. I don't need any of these. I don't need the characters. I could buy the B-Wing. But that's going to be farmable in like a week. Although this would really accelerate my B-Wing. I think I'm just going to farm that normal, and I'm going to stick with the mods. Most of my stuff in here now is on mods rather than... Oh, I bought everything I can buy. Don't need these. I already got those. We will have new Datacrons sometime soon, right? So I need to save up something for those. Anytime, Mystic Mac. Enjoy your enjoy work. Getting close to this, and I want to get it before the 18 hours is up, but I don't think I'm gonna. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be able to get a full one the next time. If you guys missed the video this morning, I did take Lord Vader to Relic 10. Reason being, oh, let me get back over to here. Sorry. I was gigantic there for a second. Reason being, right now that crime with him is going to work really, really good, and I'm getting about one of these every 3 to 4 weeks. So I really like Lord Vader right now with the attacker cron. So Lord Vader, Relic 10. That was excellent. Can I upgrade anybody now? Yep. Let's get... We got a Saj coming tomorrow. Let's just save it. We'll wait. We shall wait. I'm very curious to see how it works out for me paying for all these characters as 7 stars. Make more to poop.
I'll grab by review if you are still open. Grabbing JMM Reeks quick while I Prelix for Delta. Then moving to Hondo. 422 by 865 x 785, Don MBTW.
Oh, that's Don M. Okay, I never... Sorry, Don. All right. Got you in line. Okay, what was I doing here? I guess I did all this. Do I have any quests left? Nope. Alright, let's do a couple of things. Let's spend our energy. Doing pretty good there. We need to have a mod stream pretty soon. Looks, these are bad. Ooh, bad. Yeah, I don't have... I'm just gonna be honest, guys. This is the stuff I struggle with, is roster review streams just break up the flow of everything. And we're gonna be talking about that in the new year. I'm not stopping roster reviews, but it's gotta take a different form next year. Mr. Oyster, I love you, buddy. I really do. No, I've not done your review this month, but I gotta stop what I'm doing to go and look and research and look it up and type it in and answer. It's such the flow is so bad to me, and there are ways I can fix it. I don't know. I need to figure out something better, but no, since we could do. See, now I just want to punch myself in the face because I'm an asshole. Sensuno, give me your ally code. Like somebody asks, are roster reviews open? And I say yes. And then 20 minutes later, they come in and say, can I get on the list? And it's like, and I got to go up here and there and it's not even you guys. It's just the setup of it. And I got to figure out a better way to do this that doesn't drive me bonkers. You know, I don't know what it is yet. But we've got to figure this out in 2026. Just a better way to do roster reviews on the channel. So you're not. It's not even your fault. It has nothing. Give me your ally code. You too. Just give me your ally codes, guys. See, that may be the way to do it. But what's going to happen if I do it through Discord is we're going to get a truckload more roster reviews requested. I can already see it. You know, and then how would I do yours today, Sarah DeSantis? You're not. You know, this guy. What's the Scroob thing? All right, hold on. Am I? Well, I can't have a mod manager because I don't have mods on here 50% of the time. I know how Sunjita does it. I feel like it's a lot less personal doing it in videos. I don't like, you know, I feel like the personal touch of it, of having somebody in chat while we're doing it, is better than just doing videos. I got it, Sinsuna. Mr. Oyster, give me yours. But see, look, where the entire flow of the stream is completely gone now. Like, I was gonna work on my stuff, now I gotta remember where I was, but Mr. Oyster, I need your ally code. That's the chat, right? Rain has hit it on the nose. I've been doing these for 5 years. I've been doing roster reviews for 5 years on this channel. When we started, we'd have 10 people on stream, and I would just say, hey, anybody want a roster review? And people would say, yeah, and they'd throw their code in and we'd get it done. And it just has continued to evolve and evolve and evolve ever since then. And it just, and when it gets to a point where I feel like it's chaotic, that's always an indicator to me that things need to change. And right now, I don't know that a lot has changed recently as far as demand, but I'm at a point where I personally feel the chaos. I think that's where we're going to have to be, Canon, is it's going to have to be, we only do roster reviews on dedicated roster review streams and or members only streams. So I think that's the point we're going to get to, and we'll see how that evolves over the course of the year. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to have to be. That I can't mix and match. But the part of the problem with that, Canon, is that when we're in the throes, like the week in between Grand Arena is Conquest week, right? Like, Conquest launches that week every time. So that's the time to really do roster reviews. So I'll have to figure out a way to do it, a flow to it. Does it become like a members only thing, since, you know, most people use their memberships or roster reviews anyway. So I gotta figure that out. And that's something we'll be working on in 2026 to put it together in a way that, do I at least enjoy doing it beyond the chaos? Sometimes I don't. I mean, honestly, sometimes roster reviews really do feel like a chore to me. That said, I mean, I've talked with my mods about it pretty extensively. You know, that said, this is a job for me now, right? So is it bad that I have some things that sometimes feel like a chore to me? I don't think so, you know? I don't think so. There's Sensuna and E-Man. Those are our two admins. Chief admin E-Man, secondary admin Sensuna, newer admin, whatever you want. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's the other thing Rule 2 hits nail on the head too. Roster reviews are extremely repetitive anymore. I mean, when I review somebody that's got a new account, I don't have anything to say that's unique. It's all the same for new accounts. Well, you don't have to be a member to get a review. You can just pay cash. Some people don't want to be a member. Yeah, so we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. I think donated reviews are just gonna go, guys. I'm really sorry. I hate saying that. You know, we did about 80 of those this year, and back last January, I mean, I did 1,200 free reviews a year ago. I was still in the middle. I had just started it a year ago. 1,250 free reviews we did a year ago. I mean, it was fun. It was a challenge. So it's something we're gonna have to think about over the course of 2026, what this looks like for the future on the channel, because it is frustrating for me. I know that I feel frustrated with the process right now. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but when I start to feel that way, that's the time to make some changes. So that's where we are. I still may have PTSD from 1,200 free reviews. That's entirely possible. What am I doing here? I'm waiting on that for tomorrow. I'm saving all this stuff for the stranger right now. Let's look at these Ahsoka rewards. This is why Ahsoka is so good now. I'm gonna get a bunch of Relic 8, Relic 7 stuff, Relic 9 stuff out of this. This is just Chirotac, and these rewards are alright.
Sometimes it's just really nice to have the transparency and honesty on how the sausage gets made, and this is a more interesting subject than maybe it should be to me.
Rain, I can totally I can see how you would feel that way. I mean, I really do. I know that you like those inner workings type of stuff. So there, look at that. That's Relic 9, and that's a Relic... I mean, that's really good right there. That's really good rewards for Ahsoka. That's why I like talking about that stuff. So... Oh, you have the PTSD? I do try to be really transparent about what I'm doing. I think because that's part of the channel, right? I think being transparent is part of the channel. Sometimes we come on here and we put together videos. Sometimes I mean post videos while I'm streaming, you know. So I do really work for transparency. 20 every week. That's the problem. I think it's doing the 20 every week that's wearing me out. I can't do 20 every week. When Grand Arena's on, there's 0 chance of 20 roster views in a week. 0. And here's the final piece of it. Here's the final piece of it. And this is a struggle for me too. So roster views are paid for by people. Memberships pay for roster views. I've worked really hard because I want to give something back for memberships, and I really want to incentivize higher level memberships and everything. It often feels more like an obligation than something that is fun to do in the game that I love playing. And that's the challenge, right? Like, at what level do I want to be obligated to do stuff for people that have paid for it and who deserve to get it and who will get it from me? At what level does that wear me down mentally and emotionally where I just am not happy? So. EYZX doesn't understand how the free market works, but that's okay. Oh, I understand, Caladan, that for the person whose review it is, it's not repetitive. I get that. But there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said for... I'm probably shutting off anybody from asking for roster for the rest of the stream, but okay. There's a lot to be said for me about... if I'm not passionate about something, or I'm doing something on stream that I'm not interested in it, I think it's very visible. And I think it negatively impacts the channel. So there's a balance that has to be struck. You have to strike a balance there. So that's everything. I've been talking about it with my mods. I've been playing it over in my head. I've been, I talked to Scribe about it a little bit. It's kind of just where I am right now. So I just kind of just laid it all on the table. I know, Spymath. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I would lose some members. Like, if we shut off... Like, if I said tomorrow, no more roster reviews, we would, you know, just, boom, cold turkey. We definitely would lose some members, but that's not, you know, that's where I have to weigh that out. So, longer duration roster reviews are going into more details. So, quick 5-10 minutes becomes a bit of a minefield. Oh, God, no. That's worse. No way, dude. No, no, no. So do it for longer? I think you overestimate my analytical skills. No. No, we're not doing like hour-long reviews. No. I'm sorry, that really tickled me. I don't even think I could do that. After 5 to 10 minutes of looking at a roster and breaking it down, I'm bamboozled. I'm out of ideas. Then I'll just start glazing over like, and you want me to talk more about this? I don't know what the more is, the more to talk about with the more. No, I'd be gone, dude. I'd be out. I'd be fried. Yeah, one review every 2 months. I don't know. Diversifying the possible perks. What could those possibly be? What would the other perks be? I mean, members only streams is one thing, but then what happens is I stream a members only stream, and the first time I do it, and it's been a while because I've done them. The first time I do a members only stream, and it's been a long time, I'll have 20 or 30 people on there, and then the second time it's like 12 to 14 people, and it's like, well, I'm streaming to 12 or 14 people here when I could be, you know, what am I doing here? So that's kind of that's the challenge for me of members only streams. To be honest, I could be streaming to 200 people on YouTube and 20 to 30 people on Twitch, and I'm streaming to 15 people after and it's like, and then that's the feeling that starts like I'm just wasting opportunities here, right? So that's kind of the challenge for me. I can't do the Discord thing. Now, again, if you guys, I just said it starts to feel like an obligation. If you want me to, you want it to feel like 100% an obligation, longer, more detailed discussions on Discord. Right now, that's actually a perk. A one-on-one conversation with me on Discord is actually a perk at the High Council and Mod Squad membership levels. So there are people that are paying for that perk right now. So to make that available to everybody, you know, then everybody would do that. Everybody would do that. Member exclusive videos. Yeah, I can publish those too. I do think that I could do some like early release stuff for members, early access as more of a I don't know. We got to think about it this year. So members only might be a good idea for spitballing channel. Yeah, it is a good idea for that. But again, if I've only got 14 people on a members only stream, all that my economic, I'm running a business here, right? I mean, I'm running a business. So when I've got 14 people watching me stream and I'm just sitting there thinking I could have 200, I could be doing this to 230 people right now, and when, you know, I'm like losing an opportunity to me is what I think of when I do that. A monthly or quarterly vote for a couple of fun. Now that could be fun. It was you, Mystic Mac. It's your fault. What if you stream to everybody and have the chat on members only? I know that larger channels do that, and I've seen that. I don't think my chat is that active. I think I would actually, I think that would detract from the channel. 14 ideas, no, but I like that idea, Rain. No, I don't want to do KOTOR members only. I don't think KOTOR is that popular right now to make it members only. I might only get 5 people watch me play KOTOR if I put it on members only. MMR finds Rosheries more entertaining than Conquest or dailies. I think that's a mix. I think when I start doing Ross... A members only stream for Rosheries turns on all conceived, and nobody would watch it. There'd be like a couple hundred people that would watch it. Making members only chat would remove some bad actors. Yeah, but we don't get that many bad actors anymore. We've just banned them all. Yeah, members only chat makes new viewers not come back. I agree with that. I agree, Big Ninja. I agree 100%, Big Ninja. This is a good conversation. You guys are helping me a lot. I absolutely, the weird rosters are gone. You know, I had a whole series. Roster Mania back in the day. Let me get Conquest running while we're talking about this. Oh, I'm almost done with this. I know I got something for Darkside Clone Troopers somewhere down here. EX2, there we go. You never chat, but I want the right. It's my right to chat. I'm not messing with this. That was such a mess. There was a 2 in here. Where was it? There it is. What am I doing? Yeah, I agree, Nathan Tischler. I think it turns people off. Now, if I had 1 million subscribers and we were getting, you know, 20,000 people on each stream, then maybe it's something to do. But even then, I feel like it limits chat. You know, I don't think most people that are that size, you know, limit the chat that way. There's really no reason for me to farm the Datacron portion of this, so I just need to run this one more time. Like, what's in here? I've got a bazillion of those. And I got 1,100 of those. So let's just run it again. I don't have any more 2s and 1s, right? This is a good discussion. Thanks for talking about it, guys. Because I really am torn and trying to figure out what this looks like in 2026. Yeah, like Nathan. Nathan never chats. In fact, that's the first time I think I've seen your name. I don't know, maybe not. I could have seen it before. No, I think Aster. Yeah, definitely. This is a whiteboard session. If you guys have something to say, say it. Days. What's days? Is that in here? That's done something else. Squad full of pirates. Let's go ahead and knock that out. I mean, I guess I'll do it over here. I'm glad I brought this up. No, keep whiteboarding. Keep coming up with ideas, guys. Brainstorming session. That's what we would have called it back in the day. Best way to get more people to get members. Can you do what you do? The free stuff is what motivates you to sports. Yeah, I agree. So I had a whole video series, Roster Mania, where we just looked at crazy rosters in Galaxy Heroes, and those just don't exist anymore. There are no more crazy rosters. Well, we do want to boot you, Saran DeSantis, but I got to think of a creative way to do that. Well, we're going to be playing more games. That's something I will talk about that. We're playing KOTOR right now. I don't want to do more than... Generally speaking, I think 1 stream a week playing a different Star Wars game is more than enough. When Zero Squadron or Zero whatever it's called comes out, I may do more there. And whatever, there's just no reason to do the Datacrons right now. For me, there's a balance of everything. Advice, gameplay, or using Crash. I'd say if I were you, just keep doing what you're doing. The game will generate the content. Also, what's the best way to beat the stranger? I don't know. I just put a team and beat him. A set day for us. I think that's what's going to have to be. Is going to have to say this is the day for it. Behind the scenes content, members only, where you explain your thought process. We do that. When members only is on, we do that. A full Miro board? What's a Miro board? Zero company, zero squad. I can't get it right. A specific type. Well, we used to do that back in the day, but I don't think that's applicable anymore. We would do like fastest Jedi Knight Revan wins the stream and stuff, or you know, we would do stuff like that back in the day, but that's not really relevant anymore. Nice smithing. Saran DeSantis, what we do without you? Yeah, I'm not gonna do a Battlefront once a month stream where I get members to play. That organizing, just I know it sounds like I'm not a big channel, but we're bigger than most here. Organizing people playing with me on stream is too much. I can't do it. We used to have people come on and talk with us about their rosters on stream, like verbal, and I just, at this point of the game where we are with the channel, it's just too much. It's just too much. Zero company that gave me ridicule for bad graphics. Probably I did. I initially wasn't impressed with it, but more people come out to me and talk to me about it's what is it? It's a company. The company making what's the company making it? Somebody tell me what that's called. I mean, turn-based strategy stuff is kind of what I'm into. I'm gonna try it out. We'll see it. Maybe we'll cover that game in depth, or maybe I'll play it for a few days and go. We're gonna give it a shot, though. Yeah, YouTube absolutely. Heck, YouTube hates when I take off 3 days for Christmas, and it doesn't. It gives me a lot less impressions. It's like, come on, YouTube. Miro's just a digital whiteboard tool, one that has a lot of brand recognition. Interesting. I've never heard of it, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily. Yep, keep throwing ideas out. So that's where I am. That's where I am with roster reviews, with the channel this coming year, and I'm glad I brought it up here to discuss on stream with you guys. I'm just trying to see. I guess I probably should have done the data crunch section or whatever. So anyway, that's where I am. We'll figure it out. I do think that bring back roasting people for mods and roster decisions. But there's just that's what I'm saying is it just doesn't. There's really not much to roast anymore. I mean, when mods are bad, we give a little speech. And I tell them their mods are bad, and I have told them to their face, your mods are bad. You need to fix your mods, and we talk about how to do it. And there's not that many really bad rosters. When I do come across one, we have a lot of fun with it, but that happens once every 2 or 3 months. I mean, literally, 3 or 4 times a year, we'll see a crazy roster. That's it. It used to be like once a week. My channel actually made you play Galaxy Heroes. I popped up one day on YouTube and you watch it. Now you're day 45. Hey, congratulations. Welcome aboard. Pizza. Squad full of tanks. I must have 2-starred that. Squad full of tanks. Rebel tanks is what I want here. She gives bonuses to rebel tanks, right? You were a fan of when I pick a character, people would give you their ally code, you'd see who had the most well-modded one. Yeah, but again, that was, I mean, probably back in the day when we just reviewed everybody's roster, just period, you know? Just get the 3 stars, guys, come on. Right. Our streams were a lot smaller then. Yeah. It's a good conversation. We got some roster reviews. Dirk and Don M, Sensuna, Mr. Oyster all lined up here. But it's the flow of the streams. And I do think there's a lot to be said for there's a lot to be said for specific roster review only streams, but we have had success. And I know some people are saying they prefer, you know, roster reviews over Conquest, but I have had success streaming Conquest here in, you know, since I started doing that several months ago. My stream viewership has gone up, you know. Anyway. I know these guys are all going to survive this. I feel like Seer's going to do something crazy. And we're not getting any damage done in crew. Come on, knock him out. Okay. There you go. Have I considered making viewers engage in gladiatorial combat for roster reviews? You talk about it, but the combat is free content. That could be true if it's 2 men enter, 1 man leaves type of stuff. But then what are you going to do, Sensuna? Tebow, TIE Fighter Pilot, Qui-Gon, Royal Garden. I feel like this failed last time. I gotta stick with all tanks. That's not all tanks. That daze kind of sucks. If I could face Empire on one of these, I could maybe Cara Dune could do some stuff. There we go. You will win. I do see more people engaging with roster reviews lately, though, for sure. Nope. So anyway, these are the things that I'm struggling with here for 2026. How do we handle this? What do I do? Because, what I don't want to do is burn out of the channel, and my goal in 2026 is to get this channel to where I will be full-time by the time 2027 rolls around, or at some point. And I mean, 2026 is the year where I want to get this going. So, how do we do that? What does that look like? Etc., etc., etc. So thanks for whiteboarding, everybody. Thanks for the brainstorming session, everybody. Appreciate you. Feel free to keep going. I'm not putting a stop to it now. Well, here's my thing with Conquest streams, and this is something in general. When the game goes, when I'm able to jump in and just be a YouTuber full-time, which I think is within a couple of years, barring some major change in life or in gaming or something. I envision myself just coming on here in the mornings and just playing the game with you guys, just playing the game. And I want that to be built into what we're doing on the channel. I don't want that to be a brand new thing, when it starts happening on a daily basis. So that's why I've come on and started streaming Conquest or dailies and other stuff, because I wanna bring about that. We're just hanging out, we're playing the game, we're doing stuff, we're learning everything. I want that to be part of what the channel's got going on. And that's why I've started doing that here in the last 6 months or so. I really didn't do it before. Before the last 6 months, streams are always Grand Arena, roster reviews, assault battles, period. That was it. And occasionally we'd launch an account. But I wanted to diversify what we're doing on stream, because I think for a lot of you guys, it's been really important that you just come on here. A lot of you guys just lurk and you hang out. And when we do go to a full-time format, I mean, I'll be on here streaming, and we would add a second gate, just a pure gaming channel. That'd be added as well. But we'd be on this channel streaming for hours every day. I mean, we're talking like probably 4 hours a day, 6 days a week. I'd be streaming on this channel for Galaxy of Heroes and Raid Shadow Legends and any other sponsors and other stuff. You think Roster's lost someone who can't do trivia for reviews anymore? Yeah, I agree. That sucks. I think it lost something then too, but we can't. It just doesn't work, and there's no way that anybody's shown to make it work. And yeah, I think that really hurt too. But the internet trolls win, unfortunately, and we can't have fun doing trivia on the channel. That was a lot of fun for a lot of people, I think. Yeah, I do think the Coliseum strategy, once we get to the next era, but that's a one-time video, you know, or maybe you can make 4 videos out of that. I think that's something that... Coliseum strategy is hard. And let me tell you why. Because I thought about doing that too, but it's like... In the time you would make a Coliseum strategy video, because there'd be 4 bosses every Coliseum, right? 4 new bosses, we think. And the time to make a strategy video is at the beginning of Coliseum, the first time you face those, or you're not first in. And the problem is, to make an effective Coliseum strategy video, you've got to have upgrade, you got to have those upgraded characters. And, you know, barring paying $350 per character, which I am not going to do. I'll just tell you right now, I'm not going to do that. I cannot make an effective strategy video the first week of Coliseum being out. It's difficult. It's really difficult. There are some really hard trade-offs in there for content making with Coliseum. And because I was like, I was gonna do that, but I'm like, by the time I got a team that was usable and there was actually like true strategy being employed, we were already 3 weeks into it. And I was like, do anybody need a strategy video at this point? I just didn't think it was there you go. High tier TW videos on a day when you have time to attack one. I don't think I'll be able to watch that. I just don't. I am not a high tier TW kind of guy. I'll have to come back and do that. I used those guys already. And I don't think people would watch TW videos. They haven't watched in the past. Smee disarm clone troopers. Now, disarm is actually a struggle for me right now with my dark side clone troopers, because with my discs on there, I gotta manage it, because disguise clone trooper kills everybody. So if I do it this way, yeah, right, the guild doesn't want you broadcasting TW anyway. I don't know if my guild would really be worried about that much, honestly. Like, I don't want to AoE there, I'd kill everything. So let me land my see, and I lose turn meter. I just need to get a turn here for CX, and then I can land my disarmed, and we can all move on with our lives. Just need a turn. There it is. Let's put it here. Now I can auto. Yeah, guess the number I'm thinking of, and that was chaos on stream. That was absolute chaos. Guessing the number I'm thinking of was absolute chaos. On stream, in chat. I think this is... No? I guess I just one-starred that. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't know what that means, Augie. You don't farm Proving Grounds characters. You unlock them in Proving Grounds, so I don't know what that means. Well, don't target the one guy that I need to stay alive here. Why does every team strip my turn meter so I have to come around to CX2 again? He just keeps losing all his turn meter. I need to speed him up or something. Okay. Gimme. Nope. I don't want to do that. There we go. Over here is probably a better idea. Okay, good. Did you do any min-max on Duel of Fates? There's one coming up. I want to see if it's worth the Lightspeed token on Enoch. You mean on Peridia Prowls? No, we're gonna do that next time around. But I'm gonna have relic guys. Min-max on Peridia Pals is really difficult to get together. Because what you'd have to do is get those guys to 7 stars and not put any gear on them. It's just goofy. Yeah, Peridia Patrol min-max is really goofy and kind of difficult to organize. I'm not doing a joke content. Okay, we did all these. These are all done. And I guess I could do this just for that. I probably should. Okay, we got a couple disarms. Got the clone troopers done. There, anyway. Alright, this is where we can kill everybody with clone troopers. NJ Farm, it's a completely impossible question to answer in a vacuum. Join my Discord. Yeah, I'm getting some clone trooper kills here. Does that count as a disarm? You could make bank on Lightspeed token advice reviews. That's actually... Now, that could be a specific topic that could be fun. Just going into a roster, they ask, what Lightspeed token should I get next, or whatever, and then we take a look at it. That could be interesting. This thing is so hard to click on back here. Oh, Deathmark is bad. Okay, I'm okay. Really? Jerk. Okay. Get you out of here. And now I think I can just auto this. It's not about... Yeah, it's not a... I don't really like the tack of that. Like, you could make bank or make money doing this. And that's not really the way... But... The question is, if I can provide value, I'll make money. I mean, I'm not dialed in. This whole conversation is not about making more money. If I stop doing roster reviews tomorrow because they're annoying me, I'll make less money. So that's not the entire conversation we're having here. All right, let's put Smee in. And I got to do more disarm. And I think I just need to put like a Rex team in. So, I do think that's worth it. Let's do that with yours, Setsuna. So, you'll have to verbalize to me or type to me what your struggles are with Lightspeed tokens. You know, where are you with Lightspeed tokens? What are you sitting on? What is coming up? And then I can take a look and figure it out for you. I think that's a great idea. They'd also be shorter reviews. I mean, that literally could be a thing like, donate $5 and we'll help you with what Lightspeed token you need, and like separate out of like regular reviews. That is interesting. Alright. My wife told me the other day that the phrase deadlines originated with, was it on a war where they said if you cross this line, then you're dead? Which seems like a pretty drastic way, because we don't use it even close to that way now. I mean, once the President of the United States said, if you cross this is a red line, don't cross it, and then it was crossed and we didn't do anything about it, then they don't mean anything anymore anyway. A separate conversation. Let's put... That is really interesting, guys. You guys have got my brain running now. If we can keep we can keep reviving him and keep oh, well, never mind. Let me find a way if I can keep reviving these guys and just go through this whole thing in one battle. Let me see if I can do this here. Okay. Take her out. Yep. Take her out. Take her out. Revive. And I could just auto basic, maybe? Yep. Revive him again. Kill him again. I'm cheesing things, guys. I'm cheesing things. Uh-oh. Couldn't revive Asajj there. I think I'll knock that entire thing out right here. I might even just let him die. I don't care. Get this down to like a minute and then just let it go, because I think I'll have enough. Good job, Daka. Yeah, we're cruising here. How much bonus damage was that? It had to be 1,000,000 bonus damage. I didn't look. Well, if we get to it again, I'll look at it. He's not getting very many turns, though. Somehow. Somehow, he's not getting very many turns. Uh-oh. We got a revive left over there, guys? There you go. Uh-oh. Close to a sacrifice at this point. Because I keep stunning him. Okay. There we go. Yes, I want to get another Rex aerial assault here, just see how much damage it does. Come on, give me a Rex turn. Does he have it loaded? Okay. How much damage? 2.8 million bonus damage. Now we can just kill them all. I think we got it. I think that did our whole clone troopers gotta kill however many enemies. Defeat. Not kill, sorry. Defeat. Alright, let's take out old Daka. Maybe. We didn't get there. But I still did it here. Yeah. Alright, that was nice. That was excellent. Didn't matter if I got the win anyway. Disarm 15 times. We can put in Java for that now. I'm actually going to leave out my big guns and just see if I can get a multiple disarms out of this. Probably not, but we'll try it. See, she just stripped his entire turn meter. she strip Terminator with that? Well, if Cursant never gets a turn, then I can't do disarm now, can I? Come on, dude. Just get a turn. A turn. I really don't feel like micromanaging it to that point, Don M. I'm trying to just get this to auto. There we go. There's one that didn't work, but it'll work. You know what I mean? Well, Jabba's gonna have to eat everybody, and now they're instant defeat immunity too. This isn't gonna work. I gotta let this run out. This is not the place to do this. I'm getting out of here. Okay, hold on. We gotta get a different battle. Although Greedo's going to do a lot of damage as a support. I shouldn't have put any supports in here. There you go. See, we got it right away, right off the bat there. Actually, Jabba's going to do a bunch of damage is what I really should have said. Is Greedo's? I think Greedo's an attacker. Cad Bane's a support. Watch this. Yeah, he's going to do some damage. So I need 3 more of unarmed disarms. I think that might be a great replacement for an overall roster review. I really do. That was the whiteboard idea of the century, maybe. 4 more disarms I need. That didn't count? Did he not try to land it? I guess I have to manage this. When Cursant gets a turn, I'll... God dang it. Does that not count? He tried to land it, right? Hold on. Watching for Cursant's turn here. Okay. He did. Does that... So that should be 12 now, right? It has to land? That's the dumbest ass thing I've ever heard. Out of energy. Whatever. That's stupid. Actually, it's broke. That's actually just broken is what that is. It's literally broken. It shouldn't have to land because it just says attempt to land it. I'm just gonna go all in here and see what happens. Okay, they all did it. So they burned that. Let's go. Sorry, you suck. Counter. Come on. Give me a turn from somebody here. Turn from somebody. Alright, he's down. So far, so good. Let's heal it up. Okay. Now I gotta be a little more careful. Chewie's about dead. Chewie's dead. Now I gotta be a little more careful here. I should have done that. But now we're stuck on this guy, and it's not gonna matter. Alright, that's... Alright, 46. Let me see where I am with upgrades. 3, 3, 3, and we're at 50, 51. I mean, if I could get to another ability on one of these guys, I would do it. Oh, I'm just gonna wait for Asajj. We're fine. It does seem like a lot of stuff is broken now. Let's see. It's just Chrysanthemum. Nice. Still not enough. Never enough. How close am I to another Relic 10? Which I think is just going to go on Leia. Or Hondo. Hondo's not a bad idea. I need 17 of those and 4 of those. Let's finish off the 4 of those. Do I have it in a calendar or anything? No, I already got it. Okay. Ah! All right. Almost there. We need 35 more points. Which we will get pretty easily. That's 10, and I've got some 2s and stuff in there. Yeah, a lot of points I can make up there. And then those are all done. I got 10 more with the feet. This is, 15. We'll get it. All right. Let's take a look here. Dirk and gonna get his roster review here. A lot of people are pinging me, I think. So what I might test then is, when am I going to finish Afra? I don't know. I just don't even care about her. I really don't. I don't feel like not having Afra on my roster has ever cost me anything in this game. There may have been a time, you know, she gets a nice little token, Omicron every now, not Omicron. Datacron every now and then, but she's just not very good.
I have been summoned.
You have been summoned. All right. I do think what we will try, maybe we'll try it next week, is I'm just going to come on and say the psychiatrist, the Lightspeed token psychiatrist is in. Let me know if you know where to get the idea. $5, and I'll tell you what your next Lightspeed token should be. Right? Maybe we'll do that. Dirk Enda at Celsi, sequels sucks. Kyber 3, Leviathan, Leia, it's all going to be on the roster. The mods are a work in progress, which I am working on because we are in the mod squad with Dirk Enda. At least be something to mix up, you know, the streams and make it more interesting, you know? 2.38, 5.06, 7.9 million squad GP. There it is. Guess the galactic power. No clue. I'm going to take a quick little potty break here. I'll be right back. Okay. The time is up and the guesses are in. Only about 5 guesses. Everybody's just lurking. Everybody's just hanging out, lurking. Not very many guesses. We got Twitch is guessing like crazy. There we go. Well, we'll do it next week. Bust Inside. If you guys are looking for 12.45 million, 12.32 from Wilson. Wilson wins. Twitch is on it today. Twitch is on it today. Next week, I will figure out a day, and I will come on here, and we'll do a donate $5, donate, whatever that would be, 500 bits, whatever, and I'll tell you what your next Lightspeed token should be. We'll do that. We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun with that. Let's get this updated here, Dirk Enda. Hey, 1 month. Ooh, let's see here. We were at, what were we at? 12,452,799. And then the mod score, which I take personal credit for, 2.38, 5.06. That was about the time we worked on it last month. You've expanded the roster, so it's pulled back a little bit, I think. So well below average, but it's being actively worked on the mod score. All right, pirates on the side, upgrade relics, something else, just a bit clueless. Where are you in Grand Arena? Kyber 3. Well, you're gonna need some relics out there. Those are big. All the ships are done. You could look for small advantages on your ships by taking these, you know, the admirals to relic 10 or the crew members to relic 10. I'd definitely be farming Raven's Claw. I've been saying this for a lot of accounts lately. TIE Reaper. Finish TIE Reaper and Raven's Claw. Any other ships you have that are not 7 stars, get them finished to 7 stars because you want to be ready for the next lifter that comes out. You were Kyber 2 but missed 2 battles? Yeah, that sucks. Well, you're farming pirates. You got all the other galactic legends. You've got 2 relic 10s up here at the top, Leia and Ahsoka. These are probably a bunch of characters here at the bottom that I mean, everybody's relic 5 that you'd be using at least. Darkseid Rey, well, obviously finish her. Your roster's pretty well balanced. I mean, most of the people that are under Relic 7 are not, like, super usable. Kaden could use some relics. I don't know if you ever use him. You probably do in 5v5. And you probably use them in Conquest, and Conquest is going to matter pretty soon on, yeah, so I'd look at Kanan with a relic. If you're going to end up getting a Stormtrooper Luke team ready, you might look at Stormtrooper Han. We'll see. K2SO for maybe an AdRad team, but most of your stuff is Relic 7 here. Well, you could look at adding relic levels to like your Balin Skull team, your Ufu team. Those are 2 teams that you'd use a lot in Grand Arena, especially, and in Rote. So adding relic levels to those teams, Balin Skull, your Seer Junda, Terra Malicos team, to get them up to Relic 8, Relic 9, those would be good ideas. Starkiller as well. Getting Jar Jar relic levels on him, you're going to use him a lot. The Queen Amidala team. Well, let's take a look here. Let's see your Poncho Bros. How about that? Poncho Bros to Relic 9. And Peridia Pals to Relic 9. How about that? How about Poncho Bros and Peridia Pals are your next Relic 9s? No, don't get the lower squads up first. You want to get the big squads up. You want the big squads to get up. So, Lord Vader's clones. Get these Darkseid clones up to Relic 9. I would start with Poncho Bros and Peridia Pals. I'd be working on your Ufus and your Balin Skull and your Darkseid clones. That's the first places I'd be looking. In fact, Darkseid clones right now are a place for me that I really want to get on. And man, get some Datacrons. That you got so much stuff you could do with Datacrons. I know you said work's been busy lately, but yeah. That's what I'd be saying, or doing, or making happen. That's my thought process on everything. Finish Finalizer and Radis for sure. And as far as like other GLs to Relic 10, Rey is really good on defense. I would get Rey up to. She needs some relic levels. Kylo. Yeah, I'd be working on getting all of your GLs up to Relic 9 as well. And Darth Bane. That's stuff I'd be working on. You don't really have that many Relic 5s and below that need to be lifted up. Most of your stuff is Relic 7. There you go. That's the thought process. Yeah, guys, my dogs need a little attention here. Here's what we're gonna do. If you have not yet downloaded Raid Shadow Legends onto into your life, you need to do it. And I'm gonna post this here, and I'm gonna be just a couple minutes. I need. You're missing the entire Conquest set around. That sucks. Yeah, missing the stranger is gonna hurt you. That's gonna hurt you. I promise you, that's gonna hurt. Download Raid Shadow Legends, guys. Plarium does sponsor the channel. So you guys know I'm streaming this every Sunday. I'm making videos and everything for it. Now is the time. If you haven't done it yet, there's no better time. No time like the present. To download Raid Shadow Legends, the QR code up there gets you Tholen Foulbeard, who is just freaking awesome. He's still one of my best characters in my roster, 7 months in. And over there is Tuhanarak. She's going to be a great support for Tholen as an attacker. I got to go take care of the dogs here in a moment, and I'll be right back. While I'm gone, download the game, Raid Shadow Legends. Link in description, link in chat, QR code above. I'll be right back. I not too long, but I got to go take care of the dogs. Sorry about that, guys. 2 breaks in a row. I know I should have put them both together, but I just didn't think about the dogs. I'm here alone until tonight, and so I have to take care of the dogs, and I just got the feeling they needed to go out. And you know, you get concerned. You know, Chewy is old. Chewy is 13. He's starting to get to the point where if you don't let him out consistently, it ends up on the floor. So poor Chewy. He's an old man, so we had to let him out. All right, Don M. Thanks for all the discussions today, guys. I think that the best ideas that come out of this, I do think a monthly members-only roster review stream would be a really good idea. Just once a month, I think we do it more than that. It gets to the point where I feel like I'm just throwing away opportunities to stream to a larger audience. And I do think that $5, and I'll tell you where you use your Lightspeed token, I think is a pretty good idea. Quite honestly. So, I like those ideas. When do you think we'll start getting nuggets about the next raid? I don't know. The last one was delayed. It probably won't be till like April or May. Anyway. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Eternal Empire Force. We got Leviathan. We got Leia. We got Kyber 2. We've got 11.9 and 23.92. He's putting me to shame and 7.46 million squad GP. That's what we've got, boys and girls. It is time to guess the galactic power. And now the dogs are barking because that's how they do. I see why you think it'd be Mando related. I will continue to say, and things can always change, they have never released movie characters at the same time, or TV show characters at the same time as the movie or show. They always wait 9 to 15 months and then release those characters. So I see what you're thinking. I would tend to think otherwise. I think that whatever characters we get, whatever the next era is, will be a pretty good indicator of what the next raid's gonna be. Although I would not have guessed Order 66 raid from the new Bad Batch, so who knows? Who knows? All right, folks, the time is up. The guests are in. Let's take a look. We are at 12.179 million. North Mountain's at 11.936. Seven Cows at 12.11. And that's the wiener. Good job, Seven Cow. All right. Okay, 11.9, 23.92. Pretty big improvements from where you were last time. Has it been a minute since we reviewed this? Because I don't have a date on here. 12,179,635. At 12,023,092. It is. Hold on. 12.179,635, 23.92. It's not showing up yet, but it's right there. It's where my cursor is. Big giant mod score, boys and girls. Big giant mod score. Big, huge mod score. Okay. So, we gotta get the timer going here. Excuse me. All right, so ships, it's all just there. I'm gonna say, well, let's find out. Rogue One. You should finish ships like the Comeuppance, or if you've got, you haven't even oh no, TIE Reaper's there. Okay, yeah, like the Comeuppance looks like the only one I see. You should finish the Comeuppance. And any other ships you have that I'm missing that are not 7 stars, you should get them all to 7 stars. At the stage you're at, you want to be ready for the next lifter, the next big ship, the next whatever. And to do that, you don't want to be out there like they release something for the Radis next month, some big lifter, and you're not ready for it, and you got to spend 3 months to finish it. Just start working on finishing the Comeuppance now just to get it done. It's a good ship anyway. It makes that ship moderately usable, you know? All right, where's our first Relic 10? I don't see it. So you haven't yet done a Relic 10. What's holding up on Relic 10? What's holding up on Relic 10? Maybe it could be Lightspeed tokens and Relic 10 we can talk about. And that wouldn't even be memberships. That would just be... All right, so, you should use your Relic 10. You've got it. You should also go invest some time and finish all these Datacrons and get them up. You've watched me do it, right? Like, I've got all of my Datacrons finished up, and they've all got one stat, pretty much. Some of them I did armor penetration and crit damage, but they've pretty much all got one stat done, so you should take some time and do that. And then I might, at this point, put my Relic 10 on Lord Vader. What do your clone troopers look like? They're all Relic 7. Your rosters are 5 heavy. Filling that before using mats on a 10. I get it. I still want to use it. You know, you probably have 2 R10s available by now. You think 99% of the player base needs to hold R10 mats so we see the requirements for the next GL ship. Maybe. If you're looking at Relic 10s, I mean, for me, the leading category, the lead ones here would be Lord Vader and Rey, and put Ezra Bridger with Rey while she's at Relic 10. That's what I would think. I just think Ahsoka with Ezra is not all that exciting. Rey with Ezra can be a whole nother story for somebody on defense. But if you put these Datacrons together, I would be working your Datacrons for sure. And so you said you got some characters you gotta work. And you gotta work on Hondo, obviously. No Tuskens, huh? It kind of faded as a really good 3v3 team, but they still at least make you use something on them. Yeah, Pirates for Hondo. That Saw Gerrera team you're missing, but you probably got a Mon Mothma team. Darth Sion's a little too low for my taste. Do this. So you see you got a bunch of 5s on here you gotta fix, huh? Don't care. Boss needs to be higher. Don't really care. Chewbacca. Hondo. Basilisk on Fallen needs to be, get some relics on her. Probably Barriss. Probably Asajj. If you use Holdo in your Rey team. Cal. You don't have that many. Your Bad Batch, maybe. Your Traya team, I'm in the same boat. And Malgus. Traya team and Malgus need to get some relic levels on them. 5s. You know, your clones, your 501st. Your Phoenix. Probably your whole Spectre squad. Yeah, and your Mon Mothma team for cleanups, your Mara Jade for your Starkiller, Night Sister Spirit needs to be Relic 7, your Inquisitors, do you have Reva? I didn't notice. Yeah, you've got some, you're not that far away. You're not that far away. But you do have some Relic 7 and Relic 8 cleanup work to do on the account, and then once that's done, maybe Big Ninja's right there. We should save those Relic 10s to see what the next
big farm's gonna be before we're out there spending them like I am. I'm just throwing relic 10s all over the place. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. That's maybe a possible good observation. So here you go, Don M. Nice roster as always. I keep forgetting to farm my ships. I continually forget on my Nooch 2 Perfect account to farm the Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid. I'd be yelling at myself on a review right now. Alright, so soon is going to be our test run for what Lightspeed token should you get. Sensuna, I'd like you to put some stuff in chat. And the reason being, I know you DM'd me and you're my admin. I get it. But I don't want to get in. I'm not going to be able to DM with everybody, you know, that wants me to tell them what Lightspeed token to be used. So, all right. So you're looking at. Well, let's guess first. So we've got the front page there. We got Profanity. We got Riva. I know you sent me a message, bro. Oh, it says 2. I thought it said bro. What I don't want to do is get in the habit of everybody thinking they can DM me everything, and that's just me again. Some of you guys are special, and I appreciate you, and you deserve a special treatment, and you do things for me that you deserve it. But I can't get in the habit of, you're already guessing? You didn't want to see the mod score? If I'm working from DMs and everybody starts expecting that, then they start DMing me, and then it's just chaos. It's just chaos. That's all I'm saying. All right, 6.45, 11.23, 5.54 million squad GP. There's the front page. Guess the galactic power. Might be a little high there, Coitus Muffin. I understand that. Yeah, you don't have to explain it. I'm telling you why I don't want to get in the habit of reading off from DMs on stream, because that everybody's going to expect it. I will read your DM. I will work from your DM. I don't want anybody else to expect that you can DM me very specific personal information for me to work off of, because I just won't be able to do it. I'll just quit. We'll cut it all off everywhere forever and ever. We had the whole discussion. If we want this to just be a chore for me that I end up hating, then everybody just start DMing me specifics about your roster every time you get a roster review. Then I will hate it and we will stop doing it, and I'll find another way to make money. That's it. Since we're being honest today. All right, the time is up. The guesses are in. Let's take a look. 9.139 million. 8.99 for Mr. Oyster. 8.99. 9.09 Lunar Prox. You're the wiener. Lunar Prox is the wiener. By the way, let's get it out there today. Yeah, we're not taking more roster moves today. All right. So the question here for Sensuna is, what character does choose your next Lightspeed token on? So we have one image here. Chromium Lightspeed token. We have available. Sabine, Mercenaries, Visas, and Fulcrum, and that token gets us to level 85, relic 3, 5 stars. Okay, so let's check 2 places here. These guys are done, and these 2 are not. And you're a ways off. I'm using it on. I'm using it on probably Shin Hati at this point. That's what I'm using it on. Then you said you had another generic one that would go to gear 12. I don't know if it's worth using on Merrick at this point. Is that right? So just use it on Shin Hati. That's where you use it. And then you said, what? Can I'm going to open the message here. Second, Chromium, any character for the Christmas calendar. I don't know what that means. I was looking at the Jedi token for the quest. Okay, we're looking at Jedi. Oh, the Chromium from Christmas calendar. Well, that's going to be Relic. I'd probably use that on Merrick. So I would probably go Shin Hati and Merrick with these 2 Lightspeed tokens. Now for Jedi, the Jedi token, you're going to get a Grandmaster Yoda token. Now here's a question. Because Isla Sakura is going to be your only option for the Jedi token. Unless you need some Zetas on somebody. Which, maybe Hermit Yoda needs Zetas if he's available with that Lightspeed token. Which he may or may... I think we said he is, right? I think we said Hermit Yoda is going to be available with the Lightspeed token. Maybe Mace Windu to max out his Zetas that you don't have right now. Maybe Shock T to max out her Zetas you don't have. Old Ben for Zetas. Maybe Kyle Katarn for Zeta. Those are the Zetas I'd be looking at. The question would be, can you save the Jedi token for 6 months and then spend it on Temple Guard or Depa Balaba? That's the question. I don't know what that means. They have their own tokens. Oh yeah, you do. You're gonna get a Mace Windu Shock T. You're right. Never mind. Skip Mace Windu and Shock T then. Forget that. Forget that. You're right. Right. It only works on units that are already out. But if you save that token for 6 months and then they release Depa Balaba and Temple Guard to the wilds, right? Anybody? I say all that to say, I don't think you've got a really big target for the Jedi Lightspeed token. I don't. Hermit Yoda for Zetas. Old Ben for Zeta. You're going to get an Old Ben. You're going to get an Old Ben. Yeah, you're going to get Old Ben. So, Hermit Yoda. Kyle Katarn. When I get that token, I'll look at it. If I was going to pick anybody from here... I mean, you could use it on Isla just to push forward your Jedi Master Kenobi farm. She has a little bit of raid value. She's not great in the raid. Isla's not a bad idea because that would just push forward your Jedi Master Kenobi farm. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Mace Windu, Shakti, Old Ben, you're going to get tokens for those guys anyway. Is it worth it for Kyle Katarn's Zeta? Maybe if you're using that Mon Mothma or Saw Gerrera team. It probably is Isla Secura, assuming we don't get to add Temple Guard and Depa Billaba to that specific. I think probably Rule of Two is right. That when the lights, but it might be different with the ones you buy out of the episode store, right? Like the ones you buy out of the episode store, those might be able to be flexible 6 months down the road when Temple Guard and Depa Billaba come out. Maybe. I probably would go Isla Secura with that Jedi one. So I'm going to grab, with your Lightspeed tokens there, I'm grabbing Shin Hati and Merrick and Isla Secura. That's what I'm doing. Did we register your mod score? .45, 11.23. Well, it's been at least 2 months because we started keeping track of these a couple months ago, and you were at 9139806. So 9 million, 11.23. Right there. Good mod score for Sensuna. I expect my admins and mods to have good mod scores, and you do. I think that Ethan has a bad mod score, doesn't he? That's where I'm going with your Lightspeed tokens. That's where I'm going. You'll need to get Commander Ahsoka up eventually for Jedi Master Kenobi when you do get him. I would be farming Jedi Master Kenobi on your roster, actually. Sorry, let's take a quick look again. I mean, Jedi Master Kenobi's pretty low-hanging fruit for you right now. I'd probably be working on gas. I'd probably be working on gas so you can open up that second farming for yourself. And your roster's mostly complete, except for Ahsoka and Hondo, and you gotta get Darth Malak up too. You gotta be getting close to the Fury Class Interceptor and Darth Malgus. I'd be working on that, on the Leviathan. Alright, last one here, Mr. Oyster. Is this your account? You know what I'm gonna say here. I mean, see, this is like, I don't think I have anything to add to this roster review. Like, what am I gonna say that'll make any difference? Is this your account? That's the number I wrote down. $2.16, 2.72, 2.87 million squad GP belies what this looks like. Guess the galactic power. last one today. Mr. Oyster, 5 point... Yep. 5.1 million. 4.592 said North Mountain. I can see a lot of folks are new to this, so here's the deal. This squad GP right here, 2.87 million. You kind of want to double that and then subtract anywhere between 15 to 20%, and that's usually the number that'll get you where you want to be. Just FYI. So it's going to go to North Mountain today. Is that your second one today? Well done, sir. Well done. See, this is the privilege of a High Council member. They get 2 reviews every month. 2.16, 2.72. Good improvements. $5106774. All right. So, at 5 million, 2.72 is not going to be where you want it to be, but let's see here. Yeah, a little bit below average, but you're working on it. You're getting there. It should be up here. A little below average. We're getting there. One step away from C, huh? Let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what's going on. Lots of steps away from Executor. Got a Defender, which is okay. Have we established previously that you don't care about fleets? Is that what we've established? I can't remember. Because it doesn't look like you care about fleets. If you don't want fleets, all right, I'll move on. I'm just moving on. We're moving on. So one step away from C, huh? What is that step is the question. Nose is itching. Count Dooku. There it is. Well, get Sith Eternal. No Wat Tambor. You're gonna be very disappointed. I don't. I hope you're close to Wat Tambor. Without Wat, Sith Eternal is barely anything. There are teams he can take on 1v whatever. Like Mace Windu. Death Side just came at the beginning of the stream. Man, my knees are kind of a little achy here. You need to get Wat Tambor if you really want Sith Eternal to do it. 16 out of 80. You're really early on Sith Eternal, and he's going to be very limited with what he could do without Wat Tambor. I'm just letting you know that. I would have let you know it before. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah, he's going to be very limited. Now, you do have Kylo. You have the Shadows of the Empire bundle. I mean, you're going to be working toward Leia and Bo-Katan Mandalore anyway. I probably would be farming Jabba in the background. Poncho Bros, Peridia Pals, Jabba, Executor, maybe your Galactic Republic fleet. These are the things I'd be working on in the background right now. But you're going your own way, it looks like. And you get Leia and Bo-Katan along the way. Working on Darth Malak, and that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing. Not much of that right now, but you don't need much of that right now. The problem with that, again, Death Scythe, and you're not even at this point of the stream, so you're not going to hear me say this. Yes, I have a guy that I pay to run stress tests and figure out what's wrong with my computer, because I'm not that guy. We did it like 11 months ago, and he put a heat sink onto my one of the pieces. I'm not that guy. Onto the my SSD card. My SSD card needed a heat sink, so he put a heat sink on my SSD. Is that right? I think that's right. And then again, a couple months ago, it was crashing out, and so I took it into him, and one of my RAM was just running super high heat, so he took that out, and it's been, but it's still, I think it's just shot. I think the motherboard just sucks. And I think the motherboard is blowing up all these components, and I don't think I'll ever order a PC from an online I mean, that was from Newegg. It should have been a good PC, and it's not. It's just a piece of crap. I've had it for 2 years. It's just, I've had to have it looked at 3 times total since I've owned it. So I've ended up spending about $600 on it after buying the PC. So next time maybe I'll find that guy that I work with and just have him build me one. The problem is right now RAM cards are so expensive. Have nothing to farm and I'm bored. You have nothing to farm? What do you mean? Poncho Bros, Peridia Pals, Jabba the Hutt. I don't know what you're bored with. Poncho Bros, Peridia Pals, Jabba the Hutt, Executor. That'll fix your boredom. Farm those characters. They're already sitting at 3 stars, so there's no reason to hold back for a 1,000, Lightspeed token that you would get later on. Poncho Bros, Peridia Pals, Executor, and Jabba. You're gonna get Leia, you're gonna get Bo-Katan and Mandalore. You'll have a really nice roster in about 4 to 5 months. That's it, right there. That's what you do. You're bringing up characters take like 5 or 6 months. What game do you think you're playing, Mr. Oyster? I'm just asking, because I mean, you can just go buy a bunch of Lightspeed tokens. You could just go out here. You could just start spamming if you want. If you don't want to spend time, then just go buy all the Lightspeed bundles for Rey and get Rey. Or I think that's the only one you got. That's a permanent one. You already got Kylo. You could buy Lightspeed tokens for characters if you want to do that instead. I'm not sure what you're getting to. You can finish your Jedi Knight Revan team. I mean, you're decently close to... You're gonna get a Shock T token. You could go for gas and get gas up. I mean, that's how the game works. We farm stuff over months. I don't know what to offer. What do I say? What do I do? I don't know. That's my thoughts. And they don't take 5 or 6 months. It takes 3 months to farm a character from scratch to 7 stars. So it's not gonna take you 5 or 6 months. I'm saying that 5 or 6 months down the road, your roster will have all that stuff on there if you start working on it now. They're gonna give you Leia, they're gonna give you Bo-Katan and Mandalore. You start working on Jabba now. You start working on an Executor now. You get the Poncho Bros and Pretty Pals done, and then in 5 or 6 months, you'll have all that stuff on your roster. It'll be a really nice looking roster. Other than that, you just got to go buy Lightspeed bundles or Lightspeed tokens. Right? I'm generating silence from you right now, so I don't really know what else to say. That's what you'd be looking at. I'm not saying they're all going to take 5-6 months. I'm saying in 5-6 months, your roster will have all those on it. That's what I got to say. If you want to spend a Lightspeed token on something to relic, on your roster, if you want to push toward Leia with, I mean, I might use it on Chirpa or Wicket or Nisa. I would probably use your that Lightspeed, that Christmas Lightspeed token you're about to get in a couple of days on Nisa. That gets you further on your way toward Leia Organa. That would be my thought there. And then use one on Wicket, too, when you get another one. And there you go. Yeah, no problem, buddy. All right, we're going to take you to Troopers on Break on YouTube. We're going to take you over to Bones over on Twitch, so we'll be here shortly. Everybody, I appreciate everybody jumping on today for the stream, and thank you for the big discussion. It was a really good discussion we had around roster reviews, some good ideas around it, and I'm going to take those into account in 2026. We're definitely going to make some changes to how things work with roster reviews in 2026. It won't... By the end of 2026, it will not look like it looks today as far as roster reviews go, because I've just got to make some changes, because right now, it feels like a lot of chaos thrown into I just got to get it sorted out. I love the idea of you know, the Lightspeed token psychiatrist is in, and you $5, and I tell you what, your next Lightspeed, I think that's a great idea. So we'll probably do that next week here on the channel. So everybody, I do hope you have a great day. I will definitely talk to you very soon. Tomorrow morning will be the Lightspeed token video to show you how to get these new Lightspeed tokens. I will get them, if at all possible, on my base account. Everybody, have a great day. I will see you very soon. I appreciate all of you, and always remember,